everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. My project today is a box that measures 3.5 by 3.5 by 1 1/4, and it opens like this. And inside I have some Runts candy that I split one box in two and put them in a cellophane bag. I got these, my daughter got them for me from Five Below. All right, so if you have that around, a lot of candy stores have these too. We're using the Little Monkey bundle, which is the Little Monkey stamp set and the Little Monkey Builder Punch. And I used the two circles from the Stylish Shapes dies. The large one is 2.5 and the small one is 1 1/4. All right. So let's see what we need here. We need some basic white for stamping. We need a piece of old olive that is 10 3/4 by 6, and we're going to use some of the scrap piece from this for this little circle. So we need a little bit of old olive scrap. We need 2 pieces of the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper that are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm just using scraps. So I use this one for the top and then this one for the inside. Okay, and then we need 4 that are 3 1/4 by 1. Right, we need a circle out of another sheet of the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper that I cut using the Stylish Shapes dies, and I said before it's about 2.5 inches. Okie doke. This is my host code if you're going to be purchasing anything under $150. Please put that in, not including shipping and tax. And I should be getting, actually it's shipped pretty quickly, my order from the mini catalog for, I only ordered right away. I only ordered mostly just the Halloween things, and then later on I'll order some of the Christmas things. Okay, all right, so we're going to start on the 10 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4, 4 3/4, 6, and 9 1/2. Then we're going to turn it to the 6 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4 and at 4 3/4. All right. And then I'm just going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Okay, so how this is there are 1 1/4 inch strips all the way around. So we're going to start with it in the landscape. It can go either way. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to start on the bottom left. And what we're going to be doing is keeping all the rectangle sides straight and wedging each side of the square. And when I do that, I leave the score lines attached to the square. So we're going to go to the first score line, and I'm leaving that attached to the square, cut it to the first score line, and then when we wedge each side of the square, I take off that bulky score line there. And I do that for all my videos. All right, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. And we're going to be doing this all the way around. Next score line, cut it to the first score line, wedge both sides of the square. Okay, turn it to the other side, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. Next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square again. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. And that is what your cardstock should look like after you've done scoring and cutting. Okay, this time I'm going to be using Stampin Seal Plus. And I'm going to put one near the score line and one near the edge on all 6 of these. All right. Okay, and we're going to start at one end. So we're going to take the score line and we're going to match it up to the side of the rectangle that's next to it. And then do the other side. Okay, and then these next ones we're going to attach to the same rectangle but the other end. So the score line to the other end of that same rectangle. All right, and then we'll do the last one. So the score line attached to the side of this rectangle. And the same thing on this side. The Stampin' Seal Plus, you have to be pretty accurate. The first time you place it down with liquid glue, you have a little bit of wiggle room. So that's why I usually do liquid glue. All right, and that's your box. Okay, so now we need our designer series paper. Okay, we're going to put the 2 that are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 on the top. And inside that cover right here, and then all 4 of the pieces that are 1 by 3 1/4 on all the sides, but make sure that when you're doing it, this is closed, so you put it on the outside. Okay, and once you have all of your designer series paper on, I'm going to use a small hole punch. This one is 1 1/8, but anything around 1 inch. I'm just going to open this. And then I'm just going to take a little piece off the bottom. And then it will open much more easily. Okay. All right, now let's do some stamping. Okay, so we need our basic white and that little scrap of old olive. All right, we're going to start by doing the monkey. And I'm doing the one that matches the punch. And this punch will cut out the face, and then you can do the face. There's a couple of different faces. Well, there's different faces on these 2, but they also have another face there if you don't want this one. And you can cut it out right there. All right, so let me just ink that one more time. I'm just going to put it right here. Great. All right, and then I'm going to cut that out right away so we don't get any. If we stamp before I cut this out, I know I'm going to hit something I don't want it to hit, so. Okay, there's our monkey. And then I'm going to do, we need 1 of the bananas that is opened already. And we need 2 of the bananas that are closed. All right, and then over here, I'm gonna do the leaf sprig. We need 3 of these. Okay. And we're going to stamp the sentiment "I'm Bananas About You" onto the old Olive Cardstock. And what I'm gonna do is use, now this one is the second largest, and the second smallest is the one we're gonna use for that. right, so I'll cut that out in a minute. And we need, unfortunately, we need to fussy cut these and this banana here. But the other bananas we can cut. I'm just going to cut a strip. You can cut them just like this. 1, 2. And then I'm going to cut out the circle, and I'll fussy cut all this, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to use some Stampin Blends, and for the monkey I'm using light and dark pecan pie and light crumb cake, and for the leaves light and dark old olive. For the bananas, light and dark Daffodil Delight. And for the cheeks, light Flirty Flamingo. Alright, so I'm going to start with light crumb cake, and I'm just going to do the face part. I'm going to try not to get the eyes. Okay, and then we'll use the light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to make some cheeks. And I'm just going to go over that a little bit. With the light crumb cake. Alright. Now I'm going to put a little bit of light pecan pie on the belly. And then I'm going to go in with the dark. And I'm going to go over that. And I'll just lighten up the belly just a little bit. Okay, and I also forgot with light crumb cake, I'm going to do the inside of the ears. Okay. And then I'm going to do the rest of the monkey with the dark pecan pie. Alright. And maybe I'm going to leave just a little bit, put a little bit more of the light in there. And then go over the edges on there a little bit. All right. Okay, that's the monkey. All right, now the leaves with light and dark old olive. First I'm going to go in with old olive on dark old olive, and I'm going to do the bottom of each leaf, like just one pass on the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to just color the rest with light old olive. Alright, and then for the bananas, the only thing I'm going to use light Daffodil Delight for is the open banana top here. And then I'm going to do the bottom and the closed bananas with dark Daffodil Delight. And that is the other images. Okie dokie, now we need our circle that is about 2.5 inch from the Stylish Shapes dies. And I'm going to put 2 right here. And 1 over here down going this way about. Okay, and I'm going to attach them with liquid glue. Okay, and then I'm going to put dimensionals on the monkey. I'm going to place him right in the middle of those. Okay. And then I'm going to glue the open banana right here. All right, so I'm going to stick a mini dimensional in the middle, right there. And then I'll just put a touch of glue, just a dot, a little dot, there and there. Okay. And we'll just put that right there so that the dimensional falls in between the ear and the arm. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to put mini dimensionals on the very bottom of the, as far down as I can get the mini dimensional so it doesn't show. Alright, and then I'm just going to put a little dot of glue right there and right there. Alright, oops. And let's put one banana down right there. You actually only needed a dot on the top, but it's alright. And then the other one just kind of down a little farther, right? And I just attach it to the hand of the monkey. There we go. Alright, now we need our box, and we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Alright, and then we're going to put this right in the middle of the box. There we go. And then we're going to tuck part of this circle under the tail. So we need a dot of glue right here, and then we're going to put dimensionals on this side. So we'll just stick that right there, and it says bananas for you. All right. Okay, now I'm going to use the Lemon Lime Twist ribbon from the Petal Pink and Lemon Lime Twist Ribbon Duo Combo Pack. All right. And then I'm just going to tie a small bow. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. You can use a glue dot, but I find that if they get in the sun, the glue dot can let go just a little bit. So it's still sticky, but sometimes some of my boxes, when I do a craft fair, if they're in the sun, I have noticed that the glue dot alone will definitely come off. Sometimes I'll put a glue dot and some liquid glue just to secure it. Okay, now for the final touch, I'm going to use some of the Ombre Matte Decorative Dots, and I'm going to put a large one right there, a small one right there, and another small one up there. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, my email is below, along with the link to my shop that has all of the Stampin' Up! Products, and there's a link to my blog that has all the directions written out for you and some pictures. All right, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.